Two vicious dogs suddenly burst into a man's house and began attacking him. He immediately called for help, but when the firefighter arrived and saw two Dobermans barking furiously around the men, she got scared too. She could only stand at the doorway giving instructions. When she saw the men trying to spray the dogs with water to drive them back, she quickly stopped him, saying that would only make them more aggressive. She told him not to make any threatening movements and not to make eye contact with the dogs, because they would see that as a challenge. Just then, a female police officer who lived nearby happened to walk by. Looking at the hamburgers she had just bought, she suddenly had an idea. She threw two hamburgers on the ground, and sure enough, the dogs were successfully lured over. While the dogs were busy eating, the firefighter quickly opened the utility room door. Next, the police officer threw the remaining two hamburgers into the utility room. The dogs followed the scent and went inside, and the firefighter immediately shut the door. The crisis was finally resolved, and the man was successfully rescued. He showered the female officer with praise, saying he'd never seen such a beautiful and smart police officer, which made her feel embarrassed. They then took the dogs to animal control, but during their conversation, the police officer suddenly realized something was wrong. When they had arrived, both the front door and side door of the house were tightly locked. So how had the dogs gotten inside? There was only one possibility. The dogs had been living in the house all along, and the man was actually the intruder. Just then, the real homeowner walked in, looking puzzled as he asked the police what had happened and where his dogs were.
The Dobermans? You'll be happy to know they've been fed and they're safe. Problem is, you've been burglarized, and I let them get away.
The next day, the dispatch center traced the intruder's phone number. The female officer tracked his location and immediately launched a pursuit. She finally caught him successfully near a secluded courtyard, which redeemed her earlier mistake.